You see a curvy, grey-haired beauty dressed in an outfit reminiscent of a famous old gentleman's magazine. She winces at the bright light you've brought with you. A cute, bunny-shaped creature is clutched in her arms.
Oh, my goodness, that is bright. Startled me a bit there, honey. It's all right. My name's Dolly, and I'm a dust bunny. I live under this big old couch. Howdy. Well, I live lots of places. I suppose you could say I'm a bunny of the world. The floors of the world, at least. And this here's my little companion, Lint Eastwood.
She holds the little creature up.
Put a finer point on it, why don't you, honey? My stars. I didn't know I had a sweet talker on my hands. I'll be honest with you. Flirting isn't my love language. I'm a bunny who is more than she appears. Getting to know you time already? All right, I'm game. What's on your mind? I thought we as a society were past this. But yes, that's right. I am a collection of hair, bacteria, soil, specks of plastic, dust mites, and even bits of dead bugs. Does it bother you that in your little human tummy there are 500 species of bacteria? Trillions of living bugs? Microbiota, microbes, and microflora, all sorts of creepy crawlies. See, we are what we are, honey. And you're cute for a bug-filled meat sack. Now, let me stretch these dusty gams and hop around a bit. I'll be right here warming myself by the fireplace if you want to come back through sometime. I'd sure like to see you again. Mm-hmm. Talk soon, honey. Well, say howdy, honey. Don't you look nice today? I can tell. Oh, you know, just catching up on some reading. Some novels, a bit of light research. Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing. Also parsing through archaeological research. Mite morphology, translating timeless, tarnished texts. The basics. That's right. I'm tenured at DIRT, the Domestic Institute of Research and Technology. I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago. Plus, my time as a PTI during my master's, so... 114 years? Well, thank you, sugar. I worked pretty dang hard at it. It's been a lot of mud, sweat, and tears, let me tell ya. Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it? And get paid for it, too. That's right. I was Miss May in the latest edition of Play Bunny magazine. Thank ya. That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose, well, What any dust is looking for. Love, friendship. I could tell. Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans. I'm very selective about who I spend my time with, and what few others I can let in. That's right. I keep myself hidden for a reason. Don't be too forward with me. I don't like it. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous? Bring a good attitude. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up. See you around. Hey there, honey. I've been waiting for you. Ready for our date? Oh, don't be, honey. Dust don't bite. That's just the mites. They're very scary. Oh, yeah, sugar. I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous. Oh, same here. Edges, crevices, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it. That's the spirit. They recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago. My ancestors. Good catch! Dust years and house years are two very different things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart. So much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture. Transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents. But most importantly, art. Yep, it's why I brought you here. I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. Sure, the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold, but it's got nothing on this. Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history classes.
Absolutely. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture. Hard to say. Academia is a strange place. There's a lot of pride and politics involved. Certain experts don't take kindly to new ideas, especially if it undermines the status quo and whatever theory is currently masquerading as fact. But this discovery is what we in the field like to call undeniable evidence. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever. These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era. But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible. Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry. Especially the velveteen gemstone. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill. Uh-huh, and there's more. Want to hear more? Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see. Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war, but look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey? That's exactly right. Therianthropes on both sides. Shapeshifters. I gotta use the academic term, especially when I'm on a site like this. Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears? They don't, but they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else, it's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think this is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world. Think about it. What else would a place like this be used for? Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above. These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw. Oh, the bags are very interesting. You can find them depicted all over the world. Ancient Egypt, South America, Turkey. Always carried by bearers of great knowledge. The Anunnaki, Osiris and Isis, Quetzalcoatl. Very strange and compelling. Thought so. The goblet isn't just a goblet though, is it? Look at the tiny cup attached to the side. You'll find similar vessels in ancient Greece and Scandinavia, where humans took part in drinking from the Kikion during the Eleusinian mysteries and graveyard brew ceremonies. Glad to hear it. Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, sugar. Cute and smart? Well, hot damn! Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is. You're really something, you know that? You heard my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my students. I'd like to see you again if you'd be so inclined. See where this goes? I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here. If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting. Come on back now, you hear? Well, hey there, darling. Glad you came. Glad and happy. Sounds like one of them buddy cop shows. I love it. If you've got the time, I'd love to talk to you about something kind of important. If there's one thing I've learned in this wild existence of mine, it's that you don't get anything you want sitting around waiting for it. All the degrees, accolades, adventures, and experiences I've had would never have happened if I'd been afraid to go after them. If I held off until the timing was perfect or the opportunity presented itself. I chased down my desires, fast and fierce. And right now, I see something I want. You. I haven't been able to stop thinking about our night together. It's easily the most fun I've had in years. And it wasn't just the archaeology and atmosphere. I felt more than a spark between us. It was a sizzle, hot and crackling. I can't have been the only one. And I don't like that gross talk. I like being able to talk with you as an equal, someone who appreciates the discovery of ancient knowledge. You must have felt it too. I want you to know, I don't take lovers that often. Ever, really. But I can't deny the way you make me feel. And I'm not gonna let this chance blow away like a dust in the wind. I'm falling in love with you, darling. And I'm only gonna ask this once. Do you wanna be my beau? Well, hot damn! That's what I'm talking about! I'll keep you close in my heart. We'll do lots of amazing research together. You're my favorite bunny, honey. You know, dust bunnies ain't like you human beings. You wanna get with me? You just gotta know, it might not be what you're expecting. Dust bunnies are fragile. You get a little too excited, next thing you know, I'm all over ya, and not in a sexy way.
You and Dolly fall into each other's arms, and for a short while, it's absolute heaven. She's just as soft as you imagined, the feel of her skin against yours leaving you positively tingling with desire. But just as things are starting to get truly hot and heavy, Dolly stops for just a moment. In that moment, you feel a tickle at your nose, and then it's all but impossible to stop a sneeze, and you can't help yourself. Next thing you know, Dolly lies limp in your arms, silent and unresponsive.